flat out as well, trying to like fucking do all sorts of shit, you know.
Yeah, like I could see that sort of side of things could be an absolute fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And then from like, but I do see like from survivors where if you are like most people, I would say are solo queuing. Most people, not everyone, but I would see more solo or doubles than I would a four-man team. It's not very often you get in.
I think there's a lot of people that are like, I need to be in a duo, so you do see a lot of duos or trios or two duos. Like that kind of thing, I feel like is more common these days.
Yeah, I see more duos than I do. Like I would like to see it would be like duos, solo, triples, and four man. Like that's how I think it would be if you look at statistics. Because I think there's more. I don't see many trios, but I see more solos. But I definitely don't see a lot of four man teams. Definitely don't see a lot of
It's
those.
hard
It
to
happens.
it's hard to say though, because a lot like
I bet, yeah. It's, I
there are
guess unless you
times
play
where people
Survivor.
will just go and like just gaslight the killer and being like, nah, it wasn't a four man, wasn't even like it was all solo, all this shit. So it's kind of like a bit harder to predict as much, I guess. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Sorry, I just got into a chase.
Yeah, I bet it is quite difficult. But seeing from like more survivor sides, the most I've seen is more survivor sides, then obviously when you play survivor you can tell. Because you know you're jumping in as a solo, you can go, oh yeah, these people are definitely playing together.
Yeah.
Or like, because you just never see those people. But if you're a killer, yeah, I bet that's a lot more harder to tell. Because if I was seeing a four-man team, like, he steps in, instantly can tell, yeah, that's a four-man. Or that's at least two doubles, really fucking good. Or that kind, like, you can just tell, yeah, I'm going up against, like, a crack team, and this gonna be a hard game. I guess that comes more with experience, but it would be nice to see the statistics of that. Yeah. Like I said to Ben, like, when they were doing the statistics for like in-game stuff for like your file, I said to Ben, I was like, oh, why don't you do it? And he's like, because it's not going to be accurate. He's like, it's not accurate because even if it is accurate, it's not going by. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted by griffins.
You're fine.
They're like, oh, those little areas are cute, and they're talking. He said, yeah, it's not going to be accurate because if they are they going to do it by across different platforms? So he's got PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 5. Is it going to be for both?
So
Like,
you say they're releasing stats? What?
They a
You
little
mean
while ago
the
they
MMR thing?
sign up to. I don't know what it was specifically, but like a couple of like a month or two ago, you could sign up and get stats. Like you signed up to it and you get your stats sent to you. Or
Yeah, I think it was an MMR thing.
And he turned around and said it's not accurate, and then apparently a few people said, yeah, mine's not accurate because of X, Y, Z reason, kind of thing. And I said to Ben, oh, why didn't you do it? And he's like, because I knew it wasn't going to be accurate. Okay, fair enough. But it would be nice to see stats, like different things, like game stats. You know when they brought out like, what was it the other few months ago? They brought out like game stats, like what was it for? I swear they brought out like game stats for something. It was like game stats and player stats. But yeah, I'd be interesting to see different stats like that. Well. where it's how many use one man or two men or stuff like, or you know, stuff like that, or if it had to be, would that show like deep accurate? I'm getting my words mixed up. Would that show accurate player-based encounter and how that would make people think about the game differently? Because if you know you're going, like the likelihood is you're going up against a two-man, like seeing those stats of like, oh shit, yeah, like 80%, well, it's not 80%, like 80% of people jump in as a two-person, or
yeah.
30% jump in as a temper, but how that would make people view the game a bit differently. I think it makes people go, but
Yeah.
I like statistics and they're very boring, so to other people that's probably not interesting.
I'm quite interested in it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to go, oh okay, cool. This is what, you know, oh, this last 6 months it's all been, maybe it doesn't have to be accurate, but like, oh, 80% of you jumped in as a solo on this. But how would you get that kind of stuff killer-wise? Oh, that was, didn't they say like, or like how many, what percentage of like killers are? But I know sometimes they produce stats and like, oh, like top killers played.
They've got MMR things for top killers and stuff, so lower bracket MMR is like Huntress apparently, and then higher one is Light.
Oh, I'm not surprised there. Listen, try that Huntress though, because I think Huntress is quite a good killer.
She's a good killer, but you just get her in the lower MMR bracket more often than not. Ah, well played, dude.
I wonder why that is though.
It's easier to out a Huntress than anything. They don't have map pressure other than like capture. So unless you can hit every orbital in the world, you're over, I think. Because you're 110, so you're like 5% slower than any other killer, which is the equivalent of 33% distance increase for a survivor. I'm gonna get left on hook, I think.
I like Huntress because she's funny.
Because she's sitting.
Yeah, I just like, I think it's so fucking creepy, I love it, I'm like, that's cool. I find it funny. Like, I like funny, but not funny killers, because she's not exactly funny. Different.
Bro. I'm just gonna point out, in this game, I ran the killer, I saved a dude with a flashlight, I greeded the last gem, first hooked in endgame, everyone left without me, and the guy I saved teabagged the shit out of the killer.
Bloody hell.
That is crazy work, dude.